to help I'm here. Gonna be doing a continued direction to the Holiness of Justice. This one will be case number 2, the investigation. Possibly check. She was being accused of something she obviously would never do, but this is a fan-made thing, so anything goes at this point. So, let's see. What happened? Yes, the girly go round.
Here we are.
I remember.
It really does like a carousel. It's like it spins around.
Makes sense. This is her house and shop, after all.
So, Sweetie Belle lives with her?
Not normally. Their parents are just out of town this week, so Rarity's looking after her until they get back.
Woo! Now kids! Unburdened married life, here we come!
Yeah.
Stupid baby.
Then why is she going to school in Ponyville? Explain that.
That's weird. The door is locked. Rarity must not have returned here after the arrest.
Not good for business.
Just decided not to open up shop today.
Hopefully Sweetie Belle's still here. I'm not sure where to start looking if she's not.
Yeah, she doesn't have much of a life. The cat.
Oh. Hi, Apple Bloom. Hey, Sweetie Belle. Could you let us in? We need to talk. Sure.
Is she talking through the window
1 second.
or what? I'm a little confused
Is
here.
she normally like this?
No. She's not. Something's not right.
She's grounded, obviously.
Come on in.
Yep, she's grounded. Her sister grounded her.
Are you alright, Sweetie Belle? Yeah, I'm fine. Who are these guys, Apple Bloom?
Yeah, it's not the best Sweetie Belle
Rat
voice, but
and Miss Sachs. They're
Be
here to help
forever.
defend Skittaloo. You heard about how she was arrested, right? Yeah, I heard what happened from Rarity. She came by earlier to tell me what was going on, but went back to Princess Twilight's castle to comfort Rainbow
I
Town.
think it'd be a lot easier just to do CMCs as adult voices. It's probably a lot easier for people's voices. Even the voice actresses, like for Peep, I actually had sore throats every time she did her voice.
Get out of bed. Yeah.
Well, you're looking a lot better for some pony who couldn't get out of bed a few hours ago.
Soda? Oh, now I'm sad.
I can never get a full 8 hours anymore. It's driving me
Was
crazy.
just Okay. Well, anyway, I wanted to come by and ask if you wanted to join us. We're going to visit Skittaloo.
I just can't sleep anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Hey, you asleep yet?
No.
Just checking.
I don't really think it's a good idea for me to leave the house. Rarity might come home early and worry about where I am.
Sweetie Belle, I'm sure she'll understand that you went to visit.
Yeah, I missed that.
Skittaloo
Why
detention
she's
center.
in there.
I can tell her myself
Crap.
if that makes you feel any better.
Now I have the slightest clue why they're here. Why she's in
What's
there.
going on, Sweetie Belle? You've been acting
Oh, we
weird
haven't figured
since
out
we
yet.
arrived.
Okay, good. I was
You
feeling I was a little lost.
want to go and visit Skittaloo? Sweetie Belle? Do you think Skittaloo actually did it? What? No! I never said anything like that! I'm just confident.
Yeah, you didn't say it, but you were showing it. There's a difference.
If you say so.
Excuse me, Sweetie Belle, was it?
Yeah?
And there's another pony
Been
named
looking
Sugar
around, and I
Bell.
couldn't help
Are
but
they
notice
related?
that there's
We'll
something
never
very
know.
unusual in your trash can. An assortment of leaves, vines, and branches. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing Rarity would have collected. Do you have any idea?
Must not be
what that
trash
was about?
day. Come on, it's obvious they were playing in the woods when they weren't supposed to. It's too obvious. That's the worst thing little kids can do.
What's
Just
going on?
go places they're forbidden to do. Parents tell them not to go. And they're like, well, you're granted.
Are these the
Which is why they keep
secrets
secrets
that
from
Mr.
parents so
Wright
much.
mentioned?
They don't want to get into trouble for trying to have a little fun.
I'm suddenly
Everybody
not
does
feeling
it.
so well anymore. I think I'm just gonna head back to bed. You should all go and visit Scootaloo. Don't worry about me. What do you mean? I thought you said it was
Times
a
I got
kissing
myself into trouble.
Apple Bloom, I think we should head out and give Sweetie Belle the space she needs. Especially if she wants to support Scootaloo with the trial tomorrow. We still need to speak to her at the detention center anyway.
book. Okay, Twilight.
Let's talk you, that's a go.
So.
Oh, what are you all unhappy about?
I'm sorry about Sweetie Belle, y'all. I don't know what was up with her. She's usually not like that.
From the look
Yeah,
on her
she's
face,
usually
I'd say
unusually
she's
chipper.
something. Am I right?
Almost Gabby chipper, but not that chipper.
You still have my mug.
Gabby
right?
looks like she's
You never
had
gave it
too
back to me
much
after
coffee.
You got it back from Turning Page.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Here it is.
Thanks. So, tell me, did you see any locks appear when we were talking to Sweetie Belle?
Yeah, I did. Are those the,
Yeah, the psyche lock
the
thingies.
psych lock things you told me about?
Sacklocks?
Did you see the
Basically a deep secret you don't want to tell anybody yet. You're too proud to
This is
admit
called
it.
a Magatama. It's enchanted with spiritual power, and it lets the holder see the secrets that people.
How
or
do you get the
ponies
power
in this
into that
case, are
stone?
hiding. Those secrets take the form of psych locks, and the more that appear around someone,
Do
the
you have
deeper
an
the
idea
secret
with
they're keeping.
friends from the other side?
Oh, I think I remember Twilight going on about some sort of locks the last time you were here.
Yeah, that was because I accidentally absorbed some of that Magatama's power. I started seeing locks all over the place.
So if you absorb
It's
magic,
actually where
will
I-
you slowly create more of it,
Wait.
or will it just fade in time?
Athena,
Like a pill,
you saw those
just
psycho lock things
like a
on
painkiller or
Sweetie
something. How would that...
Yeah, 4 of them.
When did they?
People want to say magic is real, but you
Yeah,
gotta
what about that stuff in
really
the trash
explain
can?
it.
I figured as much.
Belle? So, since there were 4 locks, that means the secret she's keeping must be pretty deep, huh?
Indeed. And it
Everybody's
must
got a
have something
secret.
to do with the debris I found.
But that was just a bunch of twigs and leaves.
Some people
What
have
secret
secrets
could
they'd
she
rather keep to
possibly
the
be
grave
keeping
as
about
well.
that?
What the? What's going on? There's so much porn! Alright, I need help!
I don't know, but for now, we don't have enough evidence to pursue any sort of questioning with her. We'll have to come back to this later. For now, let's get back to the castle. We should report our findings to everyone there.
Are you going to the
And
goddamn
hopefully
detention
your dad
center
will
or
be
what?
waiting
It
for
sounds
you,
like
Tina.
you guys are just digging
Yeah.
around town. Alright, at this point, this is literally all they're doing. Stop wasting time. You alright? Stop chatting. Just got your business done. You've had it. She's not available, so let's get that fudged at
We're
the
back.
detention center.
Oh, thank goodness. I was going to go crazy if I had to listen to another of Pinkie Pie's ridiculous songs.
Hey, most of the fandom is
Come on,
obsessed with
honey.
that.
They're really catchy.
Which is
Especially the
exactly
Smile
why I
song.
never want to hear her songs ever again.
Until you
After
watch the
hear her
video
sing about
Smile
another
HD,
one,
then you'll
Smile or
be
whatever,
terrified of the song for the rest of
it's
your
like
life.
something you play for little kids.
Aw, you're welcome, Polly.
Please, just call me Apollo.
Apple Bloom, you know better than to run off like that without permission. I know Twilight was with you and all, but you should ask me first.
think they're all
before you go
probably- all the
gallivanting
humans
off
are
on some
gonna
dangerous investigation.
Tell each other they never
Remember
tell a
what
single
happened
soul
last
about
time
all
you were
this,
off
so
on
they
your
all
own?
aren't classified as crazy.
I know. I'm sorry, sis, but
Because they'll never have the
I
evidence
really
to back it
wanted
up.
Scootaloo.
So, did you guys find out what happened? Did you find any evidence to prove that Scoots is innocent?
They haven't found diddly squat.
I can't really say we have a clear picture of what happened
They've found
yet.
info about other
None
crap,
of the
but
evidence
nothing
we
about
found
her.
is at all decisive.
I was afraid you'd say that.
So
Don't
she's
worry,
getting to
Rainbow.
Sugar Creek
There's
without
still
a paddle.
trial.
More evidence and testimony will be presented there, as I'm sure you remember. We still have plenty of chances to get Scootaloo out of this mess.
Yeah, you're right, Twilight. After all, Nyx wasn't able to save me right away either. I just have to continue believing in him and Athena, and they'll work their courtroom magic, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, magic.
Excuse me, would you happen to be Miss Athena Sykes?
Oh, God, you startled me. I'm sorry.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
Hello, pretty.
Who's this pony? She was talking with everyone else when we walked
looks
in.
like she has the energy.
Yeah, that's
Chatty
me.
type.
Who are you?
Sugar Stamp, and your
Yep, I was right.
I have something for you. Here you go, an equestrian attorney badge sent directly.
Well, at least we're finally seeing other male mares instead of just muffins that everybody loves so much.
I'm here to pick up today's lemon muffin surprise.
I'm sorry, but we just ran out of them.
Oh, you're too kind. But if you must thank Simponi,
And it is true, not all male people are quiet. Some of them are like that as well.
Princess Twilight, you'll be
Some are
happy to
actually
know
very
that
friendly.
as soon as she got your letter, she immediately
Others,
set aside all of her other duties.
Secretly,
to
they
make sure
just
the
want to
job
flip you
you as
off.
soon as possible.
But that's every job.
I told you they'd give special attention to a princess's request.
You always meet that
Thanks for
one
taking care of that for me,
employee or
Spike.
customer you just really want to
You're
flip.
welcome, Twilight.
Wow. I can't believe the amount of clout Twilight has. She sure is a powerful ally.
And do my eyes deceive me? Or is that little apple bloom over there?
How do you know about her?
Miss Stamp. Good to see you again.
Huh.
I guess I've met before.
You know Miss Stamp?
Yeah, she's always coming by Scootaloo's house to drop off letters from her parents.
That's
The others
depressing.
that Scootaloo got arrested this morning. The poor thing.
I still hate her parents. I've spoken to another brother, you're like, oh,
Don't worry, though.
parents have long distance.
Mr.
Yeah, well, you
Ryan,
still
Miss
should
Thompson
have
are
some
safe
goddamn
first.
time for your kids if you're
So
gonna
that's
have
what
them.
the badge is for then.
Yep. I can't exactly stand in court without one.
I see! Best of luck for the trial! And Apple Bloom, when you see Scootaloo, you should give her this. It's another letter from her parents. I bet she could really use it.
Of course, Miss Stamp.
I can totally see her as that
Little treat.
deer from Hell of a Boss. No,
Miss Stamp,
no.
you don't have to give us presents every time you come by.
I can totally see her doing something like that.
Hey, it's the least I can do for the sweet children
So,
I meet on my travels.
Thank you.
Well, I ought to be going now. I've still got plenty of other letters to deliver. See you around, everybody!
That energy is gonna be gone before the end of the day. I guarantee it.
Dinner's waiting.
Get the hell off my back! Can I get a moment of peace?
And she's quite a fast flyer.
She might even rival you, Rainbow.
Okay, let's not get carried away here. We all know there's nobody faster than me. Well,
True.
no pony who's legit anyway.
What was that, Rainbow?
Nothing. So, what did you guys find out during your investigation?
Because Twilight can do this on Green Boom now.
Well,
A member of the Royal
Even though she was technically way slower than Rainbow.
yeah.
Right?
He was killed at the foot of the bridge leading to the castle of the two sisters.
Oh, the guy
The
died.
police think that Scootaloo killed a member of the Royal Guard? Why?
Because they're retarded.
Not
They're
sure what
stupid.
motive they're going to put forth this right now, but they do seem to have some evidence that at least points to her.
What do they have?
Her scooter was found at the crime scene, and it may very well be the murder weapon.
That's ridiculous.
You can knock someone out with that, but you can't kill them unless you beat them repeatedly.
Stallion.
Pretty sure that's going to be something the prosecution will try to explain at the trial.
And you really shouldn't have to
hopefully,
think
we'll
that
be
dark.
able to use that explanation to find a hole in their story.
Right. Just like last time.
By the way, Rarity, there's something we need to ask you.
What is it, Twilight?
We stopped by Carousel Boutique on our way back here to check in on how Sweetie was handling this whole situation with Scootaloo. We couldn't help but notice that she was acting a little strangely, though.
Yeah, she,
Would
like
you
I said,
happen
she's
to know
probably
why?
grounded. I would act that way too if I was
I
grounded.
haven't the faintest idea, darling. She's been acting like that ever since I got home last night.
Oh crap! I think she saw all that blood. Like the creature. She saw the creature some creature killed, so that probably traumatized the hell out of her. That would make sense. I've been traumatized before in the past by wolves.
My wolf came to save us! A different wolf!
The entire day.
So many years of nightmares, it took me a while to get over it.
That raised a few questions. I'm not sure if it's directly related to Sweetie's recent behavior, but
always having a dream of a wolf just ripping you apart isn't exactly fun as a kid.
What does it say?
Here, you can read it for yourself.
Dear Miss Rarity, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, but I'm taking one of your rolls of golden silk fabric, and I won't be returning it. I'm not able to pay you back in bits, but I'll do whatever you want to make up for it. I'm sorry, but I have to do this.
She needed it. Well, I guess she wants to make it up.
It means Scootaloo stole a roll of golden silk from Rarity's shop last night.
They were just... it's obviously they were just role-playing out there. Just playing knights and princess and crap like that. It's too obvious.
She wouldn't have. Right, Rarity?
Unfortunately, Rainbow, I'm afraid she did. I checked through my stock after finding
Just
the note,
talk to her.
I discovered that one of my rolls of golden silk had indeed gone missing.
And we know exactly where it ended up.
You mean that roll of golden silk at the crime scene?
It's a safe bet that Scootaloo was the one who brought it there after stealing it from Rarity.
Again, they were probably just playing a stupid game. God. Am I the only one who sees this too obvious?
I think I might know the answer to that.
You do?
What is it,
Yeah,
Mr.
anyone with a brain could figure
Let's
this
go
out.
visit Scootaloo in the detention center. If I'm right, we can hear it straight from her.
Then let's
If
get
she'll
going.
talk.
I'm coming with you.
Apple Bloom.
Please, Applejack. I've gotta go see Scootaloo. She has to know.
Plus, she might be able to help her. Help her give more
what do you
secrets.
As long as she stays with us, she should be fine. We don't plan on heading anywhere else anyway. Normally, only those of immediate family or attorneys are allowed to visit the primary suspects on trial.
Yep.
But I should be able to get her in there.
Please, Applejack. Oh, what kind of friend would I be if I didn't go support her?
All right, fine.
I'd say if I don't
You
want
can
to.
go, but come straight back as soon as you're done. No more investigating. You hear me?
Of course. Thank you, sis.
You have to admit, the detention centers are very clean. In fact, they're actually very dirty.
Wow.
Like an ordinary room dirty.
This place
Not
looks
this clean.
rather
That is like a psycho ward clean.
Pinwheels in my head! Voices! Angry fish!
How's he doing? Not good. He still thinks this is practice of some sort.
be locked up in here.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most pleasant experience, that's for sure. But that's why it's important we prove Scootaloo's innocence and get her out of here as soon as possible.
God damn, you're more eye than head.
How are you holding up? Are they treating you fine? Yeah, I'm okay. Most of the guards have been really nice.
That is just pretty creepy for eyes being that huge.
I can't stand it. I need to get out and take my scooter for a joyride to stretch my wings.
Don't you worry, Miss.
Yeah, your wings are definitely useful.
Aren't you one of those human things?
Yeah, I guess? I'm a defense attorney.
I hope this becomes a normal thing for ponies and humans to mingle so they can stop saying these weird words.
It looks that way.
Don't worry, Scootaloo. We're here to support you and get you through this.
Well, other headcanon that her,
Right? The one that held Rainbow
the
down.
guy who died,
Yes.
her son,
I
or
don't
his
think
son,
we're
has a
properly
crush on
introduced,
Scootaloo.
My name's Phoenix Wright. This perky young lady is one of the lawyers who works in my
Kinda
law
cute.
firm.
Yep, Athena Sykes is.
So you're here to defend me then, Mr. Wright?
Well, actually, Athena here was going to be the one to lead your case.
You are screwed.
Yeah, I was hoping.
But you're the one who saved Rainbow Dash, right? I want you to defend me.
Just
Scootaloo,
take what you
Rainbow
can, you
Dash agreed to let
spoiled
Athena
little...
handle the case.
She did?
That's life. You gotta take what you can
So
to
I
survive.
think you should at least consider letting Miss Sykes defend
Without
you.
stealing, obviously.
Okay.
Athena?
There's another saying
some
goes,
questions
if someone
you
gives
want to
you a
ask
gift,
Miss
if it's beneficial to you, take it.
Oh, right. So, Scootaloo,
Not
your
just,
parents
just
been
buy
here to visit you
greedy
yet?
crap.
No, and they
Survival.
probably won't be coming.
What? Why not?
They're off on an assignment at the moment. My parents study dangerous creatures and rare plants. Their research helps to forward equestrian science and medicine.
No effing surprise
Your
there.
parents really are something else.
Worst parents
Thanks.
ever.
Don't tell any pony I said this, but they actually used to be part of some sort of secret monster agency in Canterlot.
But la-dee-da-ba-da.
When it
It
was
doesn't
shut
matter how
down
many trophies they
years
are.
back,
Bad
they
parents
moved
are
to
bad
Ponyville and
parents.
had me. They never lost their love for their job, though, so they started assisting a bunch of research institutes with their studies. Unfortunately, that means that they don't really spend that much time with me.
Yeah, they treat
So
you like
who
you're
do you
a
live with then?
ghost.
My aunts, for the most part. Though
Your
there
aunts
some
are like better
ponies in
parents to
Ponyville
you
who
than
agree
they
to
are
watch
to
over
you.
me when my aunts can't make it to town.
I see.
But I always write to my parents whenever I get the chance. I tell them what's been happening with me, and they tell me all about the exciting adventures they've been on. Oh, speaking of which,
You and your family better have a
Miss
cute
Stanley
family
left another
hug
letter
every
from
time you
them.
meet.
She told me to bring it to you. Really? Thanks, Apple Bloom.
Why don't you hand it over to that guard over there, Apple Bloom? He'll make sure it gets to Scootaloo.
Just,
Okay, Twilight.
oh right, she's between a
So,
glass.
Scootaloo, did you know the pony that was killed? His name was Royal Order, a member of the Royal Guard. He had a son named Turning Page.
The truth is always faster.
I'm sure you remember him, right? He was the one battling against those guards for you earlier today. We met up with him again after that. You two have something in common, you know? You both have a parental figure you really look up to.
Yeah.
And they probably
I
both
guess.
have a crush on the other.
Is he doing okay?
Yep, I think I'm right.
For now. The death of his father has greatly impacted him,
It's pretty.
but he's strong. He's carrying on as best he can.
That's good to hear.
So you must be close friends with him then, I take it?
What makes you say that?
Well, you're clearly concerned about him. Not to mention the fact that he was fighting off several guards in order to save you from being arrested. It kind of gives off the impression that you're connected in some way. Am I wrong?
Turning and I know each other, yes. But
They
that's
probably
all.
share true
We're
love's
just
first
acquaintances.
kiss.
We only see each other around town from
We
time to
know
time.
that feeling.
Yeah, it's not that strange for fillies and coats living in a small town like Ponyville to be familiar with each other, right?
Yeah.
I guess not.
Hold up, Athena.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Scootaloo's lying.
Huh? How can you... Wait. Did those locks appear?
Yeah, my Magatama activated. The same thing happened earlier today when she claimed that she had never gone to the Everfree Forest.
You think her knowing Turning and her relation to this case might be connected?
It's possible.
Well, of
Cyclops
course
can
it
appear
is.
whenever someone is hiding a secret of any kind. There's even a chance that multiple sets of locks could be unrelated, but I don't think that's the case here. I'm pretty sure the locks I'm seeing now are the same as the ones I saw from this morning.
Alright.
If you don't mind, Athena, I'd like to take over Scootaloo's questioning for a moment. I'll see if I can't break these locks of hers.
Sure. Go ahead, boss.
Thank you.
Well, that should be entertaining.
You're gonna do what I say, or I will put my foot so far up your.
Now, Scootaloo, tell me one more time. How do you know Turning Page?
I'm not exhausted, I'm just tired.
I just told you, we're just acquaintances. We've barely interacted at all.
Take that!
And here we go, the God of War chains again. You have to admit that's a pretty cool game when he's all chained, that chained one.
Alright.
I don't
Time
remember
to
which
see what secrets these locks are hiding. Sorry,
Tenth
Scootaloo,
one
but
that
I don't
was.
think you're being truthful with us.
What? You think I'm lying?
Turning Page seems to be far more than just
Everyone
a mere
is a master liar.
After all,
Well,
he
okay,
was
not
fighting
master,
very
some are
hard to
pretty good
prevent
at
you
it.
from being arrested.
Other ones
That's
broke.
just the kind of cold he is. He wants to be just like his father.
It's hard to tell who's telling the
Protecting
truth
innocent ponies
nowadays.
of Equestria from danger and fighting for justice and peace. He'd do
Good
the
for
same
him.
for any pony, right?
True. That alone isn't proof enough to say that he knows you all that well. However, you seem to know an awful lot about him and his ideals.
Yeah, they're, like I said, they're probably
I don't think
lovers.
that's the kind of info you can just pick up on by virtue of living in the same small town. You and he have not only met, but you've clearly had at least one conversation with him before.
Yeah? That's because we go to the same school. Yeah.
You're a liar! You're a liar! You know something that you're not telling us, you slimy scumbag liar!
He doesn't go to school.
Yes. Ponyville only has one school, so we share some classes.
That is
That's why I learned all that stuff
depressing.
about him.
I hate to break it
Just
to you,
think about it. That is
that's
depressing to
not
have one school.
Why not?
because Turning Page doesn't go to school.
Normal
We heard it straight
schools
from the horse's
have more
mouth.
than one in the
Literally.
town.
So, you couldn't have learned anything about him from
Too
there.
many kids.
Fine. How do you think we know each other then?
I'm glad you asked, Scootaloo.
I can give
Does
you
this
the
ribbon
same
familiar
answer
to
over and
you?
over too.
That's...
It's the ribbon you gave to Turning Page after he stood up for you against a pair of bullies yesterday. You and he became friends after that encounter.
I don't know why children
Isn't
are
that
so
right?
scared to admit
You
they're
gave him this
in love.
ribbon as a thank you.
As
gift.
adults, we just
I
don't
bet
give a
both of
damn
you spent
anymore.
some time getting to know each other afterwards.
We,
That's why he was so
our
concerned
spark
about
kind
you
of
this time.
dies over time.
After all, you became close friends with each other just the day before.
That's why high school is always the best time to find love.
After he stood up for me against those bullies, Journey and I hung out for a little while before his mom called him away. I
Mama's
gave him
boy.
that ribbon to thank him for what he did. That's really all there is to it, though.
Two remaining locks say
You should always
otherwise.
listen to your
We're
parents.
just getting started.
Just don't cling to them.
Unfortunately, Scootaloo,
It'll affect your
I don't think
reputation.
that's really all that happened.
What do you mean?
I'm certain that your connection with Turning has some relation to why you were in the forest last night.
Why are we still talking about this? I already said I never went in there.
And once
Yes, you
again,
did.
I don't think you're being truthful with me.
Like I said,
Don't
they were
let me ask
playing.
you,
God,
what exactly were you being bullied
how many
about?
billion times do I have to say it?
I mean, it wasn't really anything all that serious. I could have handled things myself. But Turning came along and intervened.
Another goddamn
Nothing
noise out there.
serious.
Ah, not those guys again.
Huh?
What is it now?
Well, I was just thinking back to what Turning said, and how it proves that what you were facing was no little argument.
What do you mean?
I'm confident that you're
I'm not sure if it's a neighbor or just my stepdad playing guitar again.
serious enough to invoke a physical
He used to
fight
be
between you
a
and
part
me.
of a rock band a long time ago.
No!
He was quite
There was
popular.
no fight.
Probably normal bands they fell
We
apart,
didn't have to
unfortunately.
fight anyone.
What are you gonna do?
Sorry, Scootaloo, but this
If
proves
you pick a
otherwise.
band, hopefully you can make it last longer.
Turning sword.
Both times we saw him today,
Alright,
Turning
it's
was
so
carrying this sword.
Should have paused it.
But he always carries that sword around. It was a gift from his father.
I missed my very
I know.
first
And it's a
plastic
just how much
Chinese
he
sword.
loves his
You have to
dad.
admit, Chinese
Seeing how he
Japanese
still
people
carries it
make
around,
cool stuff.
even though it's
They
broken.
do.
It's
They're the classic people of the world.
According to Turning, it broke during the fight with the bullies yesterday. So,
That was heartbreaking.
tell me, Scootaloo, if there really was no fight,
I'm gonna have to get some
how
Tums
did it
after
break
this.
during the incident with the bullies?
Yeah, find spill the
Tell
truth.
me the truth. What happened between you and those bullies?
I
Usually, children, you don't yell at them this much. You have to be more comforting.
With evidence.
evidence.
You can't treat them like an adult because they'll
The truth
start
behind your
crying.
encounter with the bullies yesterday.
A piece of paper.
Read what's written on it, and I'm sure you'll understand.
Why do people always like that? Oh, it's a piece of paper? Yeah, read the goddamn paper.
No.
You snuck into Carousel Boutique and stole one of the rolls of golden silk fabric.
And Rarity's gonna paddle
You found
your
that golden
flank
silk in
raw.
your wagon attached to your scooter. I can only assume that means that you transported it there. Now why?
You're one cooked
Why
chicken.
did you do that? Why did you...
Wait a minute, who are you? Hey, I know you! What's your beef, stranger? Well, if it isn't my old nemesis.
You feel the need to steal from one of your friend's sisters and then take the stolen goods into the middle of the forest.
Why do you freaking think?
There is only one answer I can think of.
Plain.
You were being blackmailed by these bullies, weren't you?
Eh?
And Turning Page, valiant royal guard in training that he is, would never let you face them alone, would he? You and he entered the forest together that night to meet those bullies and make the drop-off.
But that would...
Yes, I know. That would contradict what you
was
and
not
your friend
expecting
have already said. Both of you implied that there was only one interaction you had with them, but that's not the case, is it?
Okay,
in truth, you had 2 encounters with the bullies on that day. The first one was where Turning stood up for not just you, but the rest of the Cutie Mark Crusaders as well, correct?
Alright.
That would explain why Apple Bloom has been acting a little off throughout the entire investigation.
Oh, they were blackmailing
3 of
her.
you
Okay.
became friends with Turning after the incident, but the bullies weren't done with you. Later that day,
Isn't that a Tiara and
blackmailed
Silver Spoon?
you.
My gosh, those
That
two
led
need
to
to
the second encounter
spanking so
where you and
badly.
Turning went into the forest to settle the deal. It was during this meeting that a fight broke out between you and them. Does that sound about right?
I mean, they're supposed to be the rich, but they're not supposed to be a-hole rich.
You really are as good as she said.
Those sparkling eyes. Okay, maybe he should just take over her and not let Athena, because he seems to be doing a better job.
Scootaloo! Are you sure you want to be telling them all this?
You
Well,
got
it's
it
not
now.
like we can really hide it anymore, Apple Bloom. Besides, Rainbow trusted Mr. Right enough to reveal our secrets to him. I think I should try to do the same.
It's always good to tell the truth. Everyone has, like I said, we have all secrets we try to hide inside the
Yes, we were.
reason, psychological
Mind.
reasons.
Could you go over everything that happened yesterday, starting with when
Not
you first
everyone
faced
is
these
born with a
bullies?
perfect life. I mean, that's mankind's greatest fear.
Noon. We were already in Manhattan by then.
Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and I were riding through town on my
I'd
scooter. at
really
work.
like to know what's going on in your world. Like,
Being explored.
I bet that phone is just ringing off the thing.
What exactly?
Suddenly, we were
Where's
stopped by
everybody?
these 2 fillies who go to our school. Diamond Tiara and Silver.
God damn it, is those.
Those names sound familiar.
That reminds me of Daughter of Discord. Oh, that was so
All this
entertaining.
work will pay off someday. Just you wait.
I love how she deals with the bullies. It was so funny.
Most amazing marks any pony's ever seen. Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon will be laughing at us then.
I've been bullied a lot.
That's right.
Especially in middle school.
mentioned them
Holy
earlier
crap, I've
today.
been bullied a lot. Ugh.
Come on, he's your dad! Shut up, fatty fat pants!
Wow. Seriously, I have no idea what that's about.
Look, Mr. Smith, your stress sensor going away! Yay!
Oh, God, I want to hit you!
I was a chunky, slow kid, but really tall kid.
Haven't yet gotten our cutie marks. We've pretty much learned to
I'm a
ignore
cutie
them
mark
by now,
bullcrap.
but yesterday was different.
Who's voicing them? Who's voicing them?
Hey there, Blank Blanks. Nice capes you got there.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Just ignore them, Scootaloo.
Pretty close.
Come on, let's get going.
I mean, I can't act the same. I don't even know what I'd sound like
You for a little while.
if I changed my voice a little.
What's there to admire, other than wherever you 2 aren't?
Oh, sassy today, aren't we?
So this music is Tony Tiara Hispanic
Our
because
new dresses.
Aren't they gorgeous?
that'd be kind of interesting.
My mother got them for us, tailored just for the 2 of us by one of the biggest designers in Canterlot.
See, when you actually have money, like
When they're all the same species, it's still kind of weird that they are racist towards each other.
like you guys have clearly done with these drab capes. You 2 do realize that none of us are actually poor, right? Yeah.
Hey, I'm
In case
poor and you don't
forgot,
see me
Diamond
complaining.
Tiara, Your dad owes his current business to
It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, or whatever. As long as you find happiness in life, that's all that matters. And if you're smart ahead of the curb, hey, there you go. Good for you.
And my parents donated all
Live
the
it
extra money
big.
they earned to help fund a ton of science
Just
and
remember,
research projects that
have time for
quite great
family and
advancement.
friends.
So,
Life
if
is
it weren't
boring,
for
you're
that,
alone.
I'd be living in luxury, just like you two. And someday, you'll be ordering her special dresses for my sister Rarity.
True.
She's the one who made the fabric I used to create these capes. Oh, really? You think someone who makes fabric as shabby as this has any sort of future in? Huh? What's that? I told you, it's the fabric my sister made.
Oh, the gold.
It took so long to make, but I think it adds just.
How would that take too long to make? It's just red and blue fabric. What do you freaking do? I did a little tailoring in the past in school. I was not really good at all, but I learned how to do colors and stuff at least.
This fabric is very special. Rarity only.
I had a really cool elementary school. I had a lot of different things I could
Like
try.
I said, it takes a long time to make, and it costs a lot of money. And yet, she was willing to waste a good amount of it to make these horrendous capes for you three.
It's a family heirloom, you little.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. I see.
Family heirlooms should always be passed down from generation to generation, never sold.
Crusader business to attend to.
Kind of like my grandparents like to buy their kids jewelry.
Get our cutie marks and being explorers.
People always pawn them off. It's supposed to be an heirloom, not money making.
Not so fast. Let me go, Diamond! No! Not until you give me some of that golden fabric!
She's that kind of kid.
I think maybe you're going a little too...
I've seen some of those in school. It was funny. And you're a boy.
You! Look at what you've done! You got my new dress all dirty!
You'll get
You're a horse. Who
Only cowards would dare prey
cares?
upon those less fortunate than themselves. You have no one but yourself to blame.
You! How dare you!
If you wish to fight any pony, then I shall be your opponent. The unjust deserve to be punished, and I will not allow.
At that age, boys and girls can take them to fight one another. No one really gives a crap. It's just when you get older, your punches tend to hurt more.
Come on, DT. Let's get out of here.
As children, you're just going, just doing that. It doesn't really hurt, but you do feel it.
Words, cutie mark crusaders. This
Unless they learn how to get purple nipple. Or what they call it, they punch you in the leg and you're like, oh god, yeah.
I can't believe those two would go so far as to steal from me.
No, that would be a
Do their parents know
Charlie
about
horse. There we
how
go,
to
Charlie
delivery?
horse.
Silver Spoon's parents are doctors at Ponyville General Hospital. So
Yeah,
they
purple
don't
girls when
often
you
spend
twist
time
and that
watching
hurt.
after their
Yeah.
daughter.
Even for guys, that hurts like hell.
Her father's real busy managing his company, so her mother is the one who looks after her. And honestly, I don't think she really cares how Diamond treats us.
That's
No
horrible.
pony gives a crap. That's why all the ponies are such terrible
Sure, we could have handled this
parents.
situation ourselves, but showing up like that
Oh my
was
god,
awesome.
humans are the same way too. They don't give a crap about what other kids do. Like, look at the King of the Hills episodes. They pretty much show how corrupt America is.
Yeah, thanks. Wow, that was incredible. I've never seen some ponies scare those two off so quickly before.
It was no
Yeah,
problem.
they're a bunch of
Just
wimps.
doing what I can to help out.
You certainly
Like
did
in
that much.
that movie,
What's your name?
Turning page.
Nice to meet you.
Beastars. There we go, Beastars.
You're the cutie mark.
They have like that little
Apple Bloom, Sweet
Harlequin
Brown,
rabbit.
Scootaloo.
She's like such a little. She's definitely that one of those ladies you wish as a guy that you could punch her in the face, but you know you can't. And for ladies, you just want to beat the crap out of her because she's such a smug piece of shit.
Really, Rainbow Dash's sister.
But you two are so close that you might as well be sisters.
Thanks. So.
I like Beastars. I always skip the nudity part because it's just pointless and it's meh.
My dad's a member, and I want to be just like him one day.
You guys only have
That's
2
why I
episodes of that
practice with the sword
crap.
he gave me whenever I get the chance. Have you guys ever been inside the Everfree Forest?
Partial
It's such a thrill to take on the monsters in there.
Wow.
Thank God.
Awesome. I kind of want to do the same thing, actually.
Or thank
My
goodness.
parents go on lots of adventures all over Equestria, fighting dangerous creatures and seeing all kinds of things ordinary ponies never get a chance to.
Karma's gonna hit your
parents are
parents
really
like a ton of bricks for neglecting you. I'm just saying.
One day.
Why do you keep doing this to us? I don't know. Maybe I hate myself. Maybe I think I deserve to die. I don't know.
Say that they'll take me with them on an expedition, though. I don't really get to see them as often
Yeah,
as I'd like
bait.
to.
I understand that feeling. My dad's always been given assignments, so he rarely ever comes home. And over the past year, for whatever reason, it's been getting worse.
Well, at least you still have your mom, right?
She and I
Yeah, but he's gonna.
don't really get along all that
Yeah.
Why's that?
He's
well.
rebellious.
Doesn't really want me to be practicing to
Most
be a
kids,
loyal
when they
guard all
become
the time.
teenagers, usually
She'd rather have
either
me
become
locked up in
rebellious
school.
or clean.
Wait, you don't go to school?
Nope. Never
I tried
did.
going homeschool
Never will.
once, but
I don't need school.
my
to
dad
be
tried to
creative.
teach me like the Paul
I
Bunyan,
can learn
like
all I need to.
video
By getting out
games and
into
stuff
the
like
real
that.
world and
They were very
exploring it for
educational and
myself.
they actually worked.
Aw,
But
Lucky.
I was staying home too long, so he decided, you know what, you're going to school, make some goddamn friends.
Good idea. We'll need to keep our strength up for when we go exploring.
Hey, Turney, why don't you join us?
I'd be happy to.
I was actually kind of pissed off with my school because it took me until the 3rd grade until I finally said,
After that,
can
we
you teach
ate
me how to
lunch
read?
together at a nearby
They're
restaurant.
like, okay, fine, we'll teach you how to read.
Ooh, and
Wow,
fun and
you guys couldn't teach me
really
when I was
enough.
younger? Really?
Apple Bloom! What? Come on! It was obvious you two really enjoyed each other's company. Only reason we
Yeah.
stayed at that restaurant for so long was because y'all couldn't stop talking. Shut up!
Pretty sure the worst thing those two would ever do is just kiss, and that's it. That's usually the cutest thing kids do.
So what happened after lunch?
See, that's the thing. For some reason, while we were talking, Turnin's mom
I
showed
guess
up
at
all
that
of a
age
sudden.
they do not know anything about sex. They just know about
She
romance, and
tried
that's
turning
it.
away without saying much.
That's usually the girls learn it first before the guys.
Still, it was a shock to learn that his mom was our substitute teacher. No wonder she wants him to go to school.
Wait, hold on. His mom works for the school?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
She teaches class whenever Miss Cheerilee is unable to.
Oh, okay, I was getting it.
The more
What
you
the
know,
hell?
I guess.
So, what did you do
Oh,
after lunch?
right, this little thing has a
Unfortunately,
volume
to
on it.
Scootaloo and Turnin, it was too
I
late
learn
to
something
go to
new
school
every
like we
day.
wanted to.
Every
We
item
went
you
back to my
have.
place for a scheduled sleepover.
And what time was that?
I'd say it was probably around 3:30 p.m.
How a child your
That's when the
age
time
know
got
the
back from
exact time
Right.
is nothing
And
but
we
a
all went to the
miracle
party
on
straight
its
after.
own. I mean, I can't
Yeah,
remember
I
times
had
that
a
saved
that
my
was why
life.
Applejack wasn't home when we got back.
And I'm a fully grown adult.
As soon as we got back to Sweet Apple Acres, we left our capes and
Thank
Scootaloo's
goodness,
scooter inside
ready,
of our
yeah.
clubhouse.
Or for phones.
We went inside my house to find Applejack, but no one was home.
No one. What about Big Mac and Granny Smith?
They're out visiting our relatives in the Hollow Shades. They've been pretty
Isn't that where
distant
Celestia and Luna are
so
retiring?
we're trying to reconnect with them. Applejack
It
was
would be
gonna
fun
go
to see their
Disney.
retirement.
She had to cancel
Just seem to be
last minute,
casual.
so my brother had to go instead.
You didn't want to go?
If I hadn't already made plans with the CMC, I would have. But it takes a couple days to travel to and from Hollow Shades, not including the time.
I think it's not. Hollow Shades is in the
Applejack didn't
northern
cancel her travel plans just to
part
welcome
of,
Mr. Right and the
right
rest
next
of
to
us
the
this
ocean,
world.
Equestria.
It's not like we'd have minded if she said she was busy after all.
Anyway, since Applejack wasn't home yet, we decided to go back to the clubhouse and wait for her. That's when we found that the scooter, wagon,
I actually used to
stolen.
play in the treehouse once before.
So,
Actually, I've been in quite a
in
few
the
of them.
minutes that you three took your eyes off them.
Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon must have been watching us, waiting until we left everything unattended.
So if they stole the
little
scooter, the
pricks.
wagon, and the capes as part of a blackmail attempt, that must mean they left you a letter or something, right?
Yep.
That is one of those. You wait for them there alone and Jake. Beat the
Wait.
That's a
Cut
bad
out letters from
example.
a magazine?
That's gangster style.
People, ponies actually do this? I thought this was a thing that only showed up in movies.
I cannot read any of that.
Well, you'd be surprised the length someone will
I
go
need
to
my
avoid having
glasses.
their identity revealed.
It's really hard to read. I can't read none of that. It's so blurry.
Your scooter, wagon, and capes are with us.
It's colors and blurs. That's all it is.
Come to the foot of the bridge leading to the castle of the two sisters.
I'm nearsighted, so yeah.
With a roll of that golden silk fabric.
You should have saw me when I got my first glasses. I got the big, fat, bulky son again.
The capes will be ripped to shreds, and the scooter and wagon will tumble to the bottom of the gorge.
Is this what held you back at the crime scene, Apple Bloom?
What do you mean, Twilight?
Yeah, I haven't exactly been paying
I highly
attention.
doubt that Apple Bloom has just been carrying that blackmail letter around ever since this morning. In fact, I think she picked it up from somewhere. And the only time I wasn't keeping a close eye on her was just after we had left the crime scene.
How long are you two allowed to talk to Scootaloo? I mean, there are time limits.
Where's Apple
Usually
Bloom?
you can only talk to someone for like 15 to maximum 30
He was right
minutes.
behind us a second ago.
I'm coming! I'm coming!
Apple Bloom.
Like I said in the past, I actually spoke to Apple Bloom's voice actress once before at a party. It was kind of neat.
Already.
Apple Bloom, you fell behind back then because you went to pick up this letter, didn't you?
She has changed so much since then. When I first saw her, she was just a kid. Now she's a fully grown adult. Oh, holy crap! It's been so many years since I last spoken to you.
I figured that the wind had blown it there, and that the police hadn't found it yet. So, before they could, I took it with me.
Apple Bloom, you can't mess with a crime scene like that.
She's a
It's crime.
kid. How would you even know?
I just wanted to protect Scootaloo. Apple Bloom.
This is more the adult's fault than the kid's fault.
Well, at least we uncovered some new information.
The thing is, kids hate being just told every single rule to do. Just show them what. Some of them are like me. We're more visual. Just show us what the hell to do, or what we're not supposed to do. We're a quick learner through that. Some learn from
how did
books.
this all lead to Scootaloo
or
going
written.
into the forest with Turning?
I don't know myself. When we found that later, we decided it wasn't worth the trouble to go after Diamond and
The
Silver.
only thing I don't like about
Not
reading,
only is the Everfree Forest scary at night,
I have to
trust me,
look
I
more
know,
at the words and I can't look at
there
the
ain't
picture.
even
It's
a
really
guarantee
annoying. I can only
we'll
focus
get our
on
stuff
one.
back anyway. They'd probably try and make off with
I think I might have tunnel
everything
vision.
despite us.
But what about your capes? And the scooter?
I've had
Sweetie
television
said
a few
she could
couple
easily
times.
make new capes for us, just like she did before. And as for the scooter, Scootaloo agreed to let me build another one for her.
Build one?
Oh yeah, she's really good at building stuff.
Crafty when given the right materials. I even fixed up our entire clubhouse from one that was practically falling apart.
And how did you not get a cutie mark for that? Come on.
Thanks.
You should have been like an apple with a
Blackmail thing goes.
board on it or
Scootaloo
something.
suggested that we cancel
Or a
the sleepover
fabric, or
plans
not
until
fabric,
the
but
next day.
maybe like wallpaper or
It'd
something.
probably be better if we were in our
That
own
would've been
houses
perfect.
until this whole thing blew over. Sweetie and I didn't really get it.
I could totally see her being like a woodcraft gal.
Went home.
Mentioning a few fingers.
So,
I mean, it is true. In woodshop, you do lose your fingers a lot, so that's why I know not a lot of people like doing that.
On the blackmail letter, despite you and your friends agreeing to
I mean,
it.
my grandpa's been a woodcrafter all his life, and he never lost a finger, so.
The truth is, I never really wanted to ignore the blackmail letter.
But when Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom said it wasn't worth fussing over, I didn't feel right asking them to go along with it anyway.
Okay.
I lied to them and said I agreed to leave it be so that they wouldn't have to get involved. And then I suggested canceling the sleepover so that neither of them would notice me leaving that night.
What? Scoots? Why would you do that?
Because I couldn't lose my scooter.
Huh? But I said I would make you a new one. A faster one.
I know.
It's an heirloom
You
to
don't
her.
understand. That scooter. That was a gift from my parents.
Yeah, it's like an Applejack. The only problem is the show destroyed that
I'm
theory.
sure.
Applejack always wore her, it was her main icon. But in the show, one episode, she had it ripped up,
And so this is why you got
Rarity just replaced it, and Applejack was okay with
He
it.
knows exactly
It's
how
like,
you
well, I
feel
guess
when
she
it comes to
doesn't
something
care much about her hat
sentimental
as much as we
and
thought
sweet,
she did.
So you asked him to help you get it back?
What he said earlier that day left an impression on me.
Uh-huh. My dad's a member, and I want to be just like him one day. That's why I practice with the sword he gave me whenever I get the chance. Have you guys ever been inside the Everfree Forest? It's such a thrill to take
just
on the
realized
monsters
something.
in there.
This has nothing to do with the murder. With the blood, like that at that statue, so...
He doesn't get scared
Are we ever gonna get to that? Or we just get
That's
to...
nothing to be ashamed
Actually,
of,
no, it
though.
makes more sense to get to
Fear
Scootaloo
is a
first.
natural response to dangerous situations.
But still, doesn't that make it easy to
Starts
think,
by
like,
doing things
what
that could
about
hurt
the
yourself
murder
or
over
others.
I
there?
know.
Like, but it's
I had to
statue.
learn the hard way.
Goddamn, it's hard to
Because
figure out
I
which
was
way I'm
scared,
pointing on
I
this
didn't
camera.
want to go into the Everfree Forest by myself.
Let's see, this...
And since I didn't
Okay,
want to
right
get
is
Sweetie or
left.
Apple Bloom involved,
Left
turning
is
was
right.
the only other pony
Okay,
I thought I
got
could turn to.
Because if Diamond and Silver saw you showing up with an adult, they would have destroyed the scooter right away.
Exactly. Even then, though, I still hadn't made my mind up to ask him. Just like with Sweetie and Apple Bloom, I didn't want to risk hurting Turning either.
Then what made you change your mind?
It was at a
That's
ribbon.
complicated, kid.
The ribbon?
Rainbow Dash was the one who first gave me that ribbon. She said it was the ribbon she got for winning her very first race. The one where she got her cutie mark.
What? She gave you
I
something as
thought
special as
she
that?
didn't win her very
It was
first
when I had to face a fear of
race.
mine. That there's a chance
Oh,
I
it was
may
race
never be able
between
to
those
fly.
kids. It was an actual
Wait.
competition. Okay.
You can't fly?
No, not yet at least.
And she never
I
will.
hope that I will one day.
Because she's a
But even if I
handicap.
don't, I know I'll be able to handle it now. And because I realized that, I was able to help my friends win a very
Damn
important
people in
contest.
their car alarms.
That ribbon is a reminder from Rainbow that I overcame that hurdle. She said it represents drive, guts, and a certain don't give up ness that every pony should have. And most of all, it represents the
Okay, we know we're gonna pause here. It's hard to measure these times. Okay, this will be part 1. Hope you guys like the reaction. I tried to talk a little bit more in these, trying to let you know I'm not a ghost. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying May. It's nice here in Washington. Got some rainy days here and there. It's probably gonna have another drought this year. We always do. But anyway, that's what happens when you chop down every single goddamn tree in the place. The trees kind of I say it's kind of like a sponge. We have to crap in the water, so if you cut down all the trees, all the water evaporates, and then there's no more water, then you're kind of screwed. But whatever. It's still illegal, like say here, to drink water from the rain. Like you can't collect it. It's like it rains like hell in the autumn and spring. Why, even in the winter? Why can't we just collect the goddamn water? Oh, because we don't want you to get free water. Yeah, it's stupid. Anyway, I hope you guys like the reaction. Have a nice day.